one evening in Abilene, Texas, in 1996. Brian Bethel, a journalist, pulled into a parking lot to write a check. As the glow of a nearby streetlight flickered, two boys approached his car. They looked about 10 to 14. One wore a hoodie, the other jeans too short for his legs. But it wasn't their clothing. It was their faces. Too pale, too emotionless. And their eyes. Pure black. No iris. No white. Just void. "Let us in," one boy said. "We need a ride. We can't get home without a ride." Brian felt an overwhelming sense of dread. He couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. It was as if these weren't kids at all, but something wearing their skin. When he rolled up the window and backed away, their expressions turned from blank to furious. And then, they vanished. Since then, hundreds of similar reports have surfaced. Children appearing at night, always asking to be let in, always with black, soulless eyes, and always leaving witnesses with sickness, fear, or missing time. Are they ghosts? Demons? Aliens? No one knows. But one thing is constant. You must never let them in. In a quiet town in Connecticut, the Beckwith family moved into a charming colonial home in 1989. But charm can be deceptive. Almost immediately, strange things began. Footsteps upstairs. When no one was home. Doors slamming in the dead of night. Their daughter, Allison, talking to a grey lady in her room. At first, they dismissed it. Maybe it was the stress of the move. Maybe it was the creaky old house. Until Allison vanished right in front of her parents. One moment she was playing in the living room. The next, gone. No sound. No scream. Just the echo of silence. She was found an hour later, in the attic crawlspace. Unconscious, shivering, and with deep scratches down her back. That night, the Beckwiths did what few families in horror stories do. They left. But the story didn't end there. Researchers later discovered the home was built on the edge of a sacred indigenous burial site. Land soaked in violence from centuries past. What the family encountered may have been more than a ghost. It may have been a memory the land itself couldn't forget. The Chop Chop White Lady of Philippines. In Caloocan, Philippines, a newlywed couple built an apartment on land once thought abandoned. It was supposed to be their fresh start. But something came with the land. Tenants began to leave after seeing a woman in a blooded wedding dress, walking the halls at night. She had no feet, no face, just a mouth frozen in a silent scream. Locals told a horrifying story. Years ago, a bride was murdered, chopped into pieces on her wedding night by a jealous ex-lover. Her body parts were buried across the very grounds the apartments now stood on. And her soul, never laid to rest. Tenants reported cold spots so freezing that breath showed indoors in tropical heat. Bloody handprints appearing on mirrors at 3 a.m. When a priest came to bless the site, he reportedly fell ill. Coughing up blood and muttering names he claimed weren't his own. No one lives there now. The building stands empty, yet lights still flicker on at night. Some say you can still hear her pacing the halls, looking for her lost groom or her missing limbs. She is known only as the Chop Chop Bride. 3 tales from different corners of the world, but each carries the same whisper. Some things were never meant to be seen, and some doors should never be opened. If these stories chilled you, like, subscribe, and share Whispers of the Unseen Tales with those who dare to listen. Until next time, sleep lightly,